Ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar. As the speakers before me have said, and which with my last decade and a half's research confirmed, India has a lot of growth potential. And that growth potential is now, especially in the last few months with a stable government and a forward-looking government, is becoming a reality. But wish we all do to bring wishes into practice and succeed, it needs more. Being originally a lawyer and speaking in that background, I confine myself to one issue: the importance of quality in law, quality in rules, and quality in justice delivery as fostering economic growth and social welfare. It has been my study and my research, and that's what I wish to place before this audience, that you improve the quality by so much, and the results that show in economic growth as also social welfare is directly proportional. If we have to grow economically, make for our citizens a better quality of life so that the constitutional guarantees do not remain just teasing illusions, we need to look at it. What is the quality of law? The rules, whether it is substantive, whether it is administrative, and ultimately justice delivery. Friends, whether it is the agriculture, the manufacturing industry, the mining industry, the service industry, or the trade, law, rules on one hand, and the industry and the business on the other, I would like to take analogy that instead of a serious formal speech, if we were using this hall as a ballroom, which it is supposed to be, come on, how would the two partners dance together to the best results? One complements and supplements the other, and that is where the growth lies. NRI Institute is, as I have known and I have observed, one of the most respected and powerful forum for communicating the non-resident Indians with what is India, their original roots. A lot of talk is carried out, and that is why I speak today to those present and also through the Institute and through you to those who are not present, those who would be otherwise listening or those to whom the message will spread. We talk of investment in India. Fine, that's one subject addressed by others. Investment in India, as I find, is for two purposes, or rather with two intentions. One, for the profit and the opportunity. Two, the desire, the emotional desire to invest something in the country of the birth or the country of the ancestors or the country of the origin. The first is a business proposition. The second is a emotional, or I will even go to the extent of calling it a spiritual proposition. That is the consideration which makes in that investment. But all this investment we talk about is dollars and rupees. There is one more form of investment, and that is what I speak about today I speak about it at many other fora where I've been lecturing, that all of us have in our minds an intellectual capacity. We have in our pockets rupees. We have in our mind intellectual property. When we part with rupees from our pocket, we think that why should I part with this money even if it is going for social good, for national good, for economic growth or whatever you may say. We think twice. We count it. But the other property which we have, all of us have, a section of it in our mind of intellectual thinking. If we were to exercise that property and make it available for economic growth, for social welfare, for quality in laws, for quality in rules, how much has it cost us? Nothing as rupees and dollars. But how much has it yielded to the country in terms of economic growth? I would say in many places much more than the dollar investment. Not only that, it has a multiplier effect, the cascading effect. Unfortunately, in the past, the value of this had not been recognized, and that is why attention was not paid. Friends, it is my research, and I would like, if anybody would have a view to the contrary, that the quality of law, the quality of rules works as the ambience, as the atmosphere in which we drive business of all types, agriculture, industry, service industry or trade. It's like the difference between driving on a modern highway vis-a-vis an old country road. Yet, it is realization, it is churning out of our own thoughts, expression, consolidation, and then putting into practice. If such be the importance, the NRIs who are settled abroad doing big business, whether it is technology, many of them have proved their mettle by their intellectual prowess. I appeal to them to spend just 1% of that, only 1%, in thinking, conceptualizing, working out how in the fusion of as also law and rules of administration can there be a better growth rate of India, so that the dollar invested yields more than it would be without that quality of law. If these thoughts which occur to us at all other time of the day, either we let them go off as bubbles, never to be thought again, or we keep a small diary at the end of the day, says yes, we note it. And then once in a while we pen a paper and we make it available. And internet is a nice medium. It makes available. The result would be that these thoughts will help our investment of India that is not counted as dollars and rupees, but that actually contributes to economic growth and social welfare. I began my address, I'll keep it short because of time constraints, by saying Namaskar. Namaskar is a very common word, but few would be able to say or define the true meaning of it. I'll just tell you before I conclude. And that is, it means I salute the divine in you. And that is what I say here. I salute that portion, which is the divinity in each one of you present here today and those not present, who the NRI Institute under the able handling of Manu Jagmohan Singh is able to reach, is able to invest in terms of concepts, ideas and thoughts into making our India better. Thank you and Jai Hind.